Hi and welcome to this video on equations of circles, maths made easy. If we have a circle drawn here in red on our axes and the points x, y lie on the circle a distance r from the center AB, then we can draw a right angle triangle and the y distance would be y minus b and the x distance would be x minus a. Then using our Pythagoras, which is a squared minus b squared equals c squared, we put these instead of a and b, we get x minus a squared plus y minus b squared equals r squared. This is the standard form for the equation of a circle, which is very important. Notice that we've got minus signs in this standard form inside the brackets, and this changes the sign within the bracket when we're doing calculations, so we've got to be very careful of that. So if we now are asked to plot the circle given the standard form, we can read off the center of the circle directly. Remember to change the sign, so the center of the circle becomes minus 4 plus 2. This is r squared, so r would be the square root of this, which is square root of 25, which is 5. Go to our center, which is minus 4, 2 on our axis. Then we're going left to the leftmost point on the circle to plot it. And we're going in a negative direction, so we're going to minus the radius. So minus 4, minus 5, minus 9, and our y coordinate 2. Plot that. Go to the center of the circle, going right to the rightmost point on our circle to plot that, where that would be. So that's minus 4 plus the radius plus 5, which is 1, and then our y coordinate is 2. Go back to the center of the circle, topmost point, minus 4 as the x, the y coordinate plus the radius, so that's 2 plus 5 is 7. Go back to the center of the circle, bottommost point, minus 4, then the y coordinate going in a minus direction, so minus the radius, so 2 minus the radius, which is 5, which is minus 3. So the coordinate minus 4, minus 3. Plot the points and sketch the circle. Sometimes we're given the general form for the equation of a circle. So this form we get by multiplying out the brackets in the standard form, which is x minus a squared plus y minus b squared equals r squared. When we multiply out the brackets, we get this general form of the equation. So sometimes you come across an equation like this, which is x squared plus y squared minus 2x minus 4y minus 4 equals 0. And you think, oh, it looks like the equation of a circle. It's got an x squared in it and it's got a y squared in it. So we can change it to the standard form, which we recognize by completing the square. We put the x and the y together, so we have x squared minus 2x in brackets and y squared minus 4y in brackets, so that's x squared minus 2x plus 4 plus y squared minus 4y. Take the minus 4 to the other side and it becomes a plus 4, so equals 4. Then we need to complete the square. We do this by taking half the number next to x, which is minus 2, half the number next to x, which is minus 4. We square those numbers and add them to both sides of the equation. So that then becomes x squared minus 2x plus minus 1 squared plus y squared minus 4y plus minus 2 squared in brackets equals 4 plus 1 plus 4. Write out the equation after you've done these calculations, and then these two things in brackets, these two equations in brackets are perfect squares. So how can we express this as a perfect square? what we do is we take half the number next to the x and half the number next to the y. So that would be our -1 and our -2. And it becomes x minus 1 squared plus y minus 2 squared equals 3 squared, which is the standard form of the equation that we recognize.